Oh. Okay, here we go. We're about to board our plane. We're off to, where are we going?
Atlanta,
Going to Atlanta and then Indianapolis. Round 2, Formula Drift ProSpec, Connecticut. It's still a ways away, but we got some work to do on the car, so we're going about a week early. So we'll touch down in Indianapolis and we'll see you. It'll be a couple hours for us. It'll be a couple seconds for you. What is up, guys? We have made it. Oh, guess where we are? Oh, you can't see that sign. Damn it. When you land at the airport and there's race cars inside, there can only be one city you're in. Indianapolis. So we made it to Indianapolis. Car is in storage here at Bruce Liddon's facility, and huge shout out to Bruce Liddon for letting us store our truck trailer and the race car at his facility. If some of you don't know, Bruce Liddon was a big drag star, not like drag queen, like drag racing star back in the day, and yeah, kind of met him through Colin Reeves, who's helping manage my program and the team. So yeah, thank you, Bruce, for letting us park the car. So we're gonna go collect the truck and trailer, and then we have about a, I would say, 12-hour drive to New Jersey, where we'll be meeting up with Matthew Bystrak, who's letting us use his shop for the next couple days. We got some work to do on the car, so yeah. Next stop, Bruce's place, collect the truck trailer, and then New Jersey, and we should be at Bystrak's place tomorrow. We'll be in New Jersey tonight, but we're not going to go to Bystrak's place at midnight, so we'll go over to him in the morning. And yeah, our flight left Calgary this morning at 12 a.m. It is now, what's it, 10 past 10 a.m. although we went 2 hours back, so it's still 10 past 8 a.m. in Calgary, or in 2 hours forward, I don't know, whatever. So hardly any sleep. Megan's in the washroom. We're just gonna get our bags and then off we go. So see you in a bit. Alright, we made it to Bruce's trailer yard. So that's his facility. The Indianapolis Raceway is literally right across the road over here. So that's pretty cool. Truck and everything's over here. I'm gonna go call Bruce and I'm gonna get on the road as soon as possible. Oh goodness, so yeah, we haven't even left the yard. I started the truck to warm her up, and I saw I thought it was water dripping down, and I was like, oh, maybe Megan's just got the AC on inside. I looked underneath and I was like, oh no, it's like really dripping down from over here. And come to find, the drip's coming from higher, and right here, right over here. You can't really see probably on this camera, I guess, but there's a beautiful crack going all the way down. So not a good way to start our trip, but God's slowing us down for a reason, or it's just a cracked radiator. Either way, we gotta get it fixed. So Bruce took me down to O'Reilly's just down the road. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Anyway, so we're gonna go, well, it's at their warehouse, the radiator, so they're gonna send a driver to go grab the radiator, bring it to us. I'm gonna get this one out so long. Hopefully by the time they get you, I have this one out. I'm just busy draining it. I want to try save as much as coolant as we can. But yeah, just an unfortunate way to start our trip. But I better get working. We still got a 12-hour drive. It's now 12 o'clock. We've been up since midnight. A bit of sleep on the plane. Oh my goodness. It's already been such a trip. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, get this radiator, get out, and yeah, chat to you in a bit. Alrighty, where are we at?
New York City.
We're in New York City. We as you can tell, we've dumped the trailer at the hotel, and we kind of have a day where we don't have access to the shop we're working out of, so we thought we'd take... First we slept, because we arrived in our hotel at 4 AM, so we slept till like noon, and then Megan was still working then, and then I went for a swim, and then we decided, okay, let's go into the city. Yeah, we're gonna go explore New York. Let's see what that's all about. We are in New York City. Who can guess where we are? Maybe you guessed right. This is the Brooklyn Bridge. On this side, by my beautiful wife, we have Manhattan, and then on that side is Brooklyn. So we're just walking across the bridge. We're having a tourist day. We just had some pizza at Joe's Pizza, which was really good, and then we grabbed a coffee, even though it's like 30 something degrees, sweating, but looks like a storm's rolling in. Yeah, we better hurry up. We are here in Central Park, New York City. As you can tell, it's raining. It's 30 degrees, so the rain is welcomed on my side. My wife, however, no bueno with the rain. The person's hiding under the tape. Because her hair's gonna go all curly and it's gonna go fuzzy. So she's just a bit stressed right now. Shame. Whereas the rain's actually such a nice break from the heat, even though it's still freaking boiling hot. This 30 degrees is crazy, but Central Park, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Alright, we hopped on one of these city bikes, so we're riding through Central Park right now on these bicycles. It was getting a bit dark, and I really wanted to go through Central Park, and I quickly realized how big it was. It's 4 kilometers from the north side to the south side. It's way bigger than I anticipated, but anyway, now we're heading out to Times Square, of course. What is up, guys? We had a good time in New York City yesterday and last night. We got home at like just after midnight. It's about an hour away from where we at, but it was nicer in the night. It was way cooler and way less traffic, so that was good. Now I'm on my way to Bystrak's shop, and gonna get ready to do some work on the Mustang. We're gonna build some diffs, get different ratios in the car, and then yeah, we got some small minor body work to do, and then oil changes, filters, that kind of stuff. A little bit of maintenance, and yeah, should be good. Again, huge shout out to Bystrak for letting us come over and use his shop and work from there. It really helps us out a lot having a place to work from in the East Coast. So, and we get to visit New York, so it's perfect. Alright, we'll see you at Bystrak's shop. So we are here at Matthew Bystrak's workshop. We have the car on the hoist. Matt's got his S13 over there. He's already loaded up and packed his Mustang, so he's pretty much ready to go, but quite an awesome place he has here. It's just like off on his house, so very cool setup. Something I dream of having one day. But yeah, we got a bunch of stuff ordered from the last event. We made a list of like things we needed, and like as we go we'll add more. But this is a new secondhand diff that I'm gonna put this gear set in from Strange. So we have a 3.9 and a 3.7 differential in there, and then I'll put that into this diff, and then the one that's in there I'll leave for now in case I mess that one up, which might happen. But yeah, we have a bunch of stuff here. I ordered like little vacuum and a bunch of random stuff, tables, paper towels, you know, the random stuff, and like a whole bunch of goodies. So busy going through all of that, and then we have those totes so we can pack everything nicely in the trailer and label it so we know where everything is, because after the first event we're kind of learning and figuring out what we needed. So yeah, right now, as you can tell, she's a little beaten up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the differential built first and then move on to everything, because that's like the most important thing. So I had to go this morning, I just had to go get a dial gauge, sort that, or dial indicator, some shift boots, and then we have new bearings for the differential. So I'm gonna go ahead, get that open, and then start tearing that guy apart. Well, I'm freaking struggling with this differential. Dude, to get this carrier out there, like saying you need to press the cases together. And we don't have a press over here. So that sucks. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But yeah, I've been messing around with that for most of the day. Just frustrating. Super frustrating. Yeah, we'll figure it out one way or another. I'm gonna call it a day for today. We'll head back tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. All right, well, good news. I managed to separate the carrier and the case. Unfortunately, the vehicle was up in the air and the camera was in the passenger seat. So I unfortunately couldn't film the sketchy stuff that I was doing, but I think it's a good thing, because I don't think Mr. Bystrak would have been too stoked with what I was doing in his shop. But basically, it wasn't too bad. What I had to do was, they say you have to like squish this case to get the carrier out, because it's such a tight fit. And what I did was I put a strap from that side of the hoist to that side with the diff in the middle, and I basically attached a strap around this end, tensioned it to out. I put a strap on this end to tension it that way, and kind of trying to pull the carrier and the case apart, and then I was just prying in there until it released itself. And it wasn't working, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And I just gave it a few more cranks on the strap and just pulled with the pry bar, and it popped right out. The shims and everything went everywhere. I kind of guessed where everything went. So I don't know if these are shims, if they're like different sizes. I'm gonna measure them, but I'll double check that. And I did see, you can see that bit of damage here on the one bearing race from the right side, which is this side, and you can see right there how these bearings were damaged. And this is from a second-hand differential I bought on eBay. So if I wanted to buy this and put it straight into my car, and the notes on eBay said everything's good, you know, differential's in good order, you just never know. And they probably didn't know either. It probably wasn't making noise. If vehicle was probably an accident. They just parted it out, but yeah, that's how she goes sometimes. So definitely something to check out when you're buying stuff on eBay, especially secondhand goods. You never know what you're getting, and often it's really not their fault. They don't know the condition of it. It did have a leaking seal, so that could have been a part of the issue, but whatever. So I'm going to go ahead. We have the 3.9 crown wheel and pinion over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this is a 355 crown wheel off the carrier. Pull these bearings. I got new bearings for it right here. And weld the diff up. We got to weld these up because obviously we use the welded diff. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, get that taken off and start preparing to get these bearings pulled off. Shoot, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself and already started welding this thing together. Got some welds in there. Just a couple tacks. I'm just gonna do it simple. Just welding the edges of the spider gears together. You really don't need any more than that. And yeah, we got our bearings off. So once this is welded and cooled down, then we can put the new bearings on and yeah, put the new ring gear on or crown wheel, and then I am going to start on the case. So let's get this guy finished welded and then we can move along. Okay, now that that's cooling down, I started getting ready to pull the flange off here. Got the nut off. Luckily, I've read some stuff online about that nut being absolutely terrible to get off, but we got her off with our good old DeWalt 1/2" impact. So just this guy with a, what is that, 1 1/8 die-hard socket that I just picked up from Advanced Auto Parts down the road. And now we're about to shoot this guy off. This go in here. That should press out. I don't really care about the pinion falling out the bottom because I'm not going to use that one. I mean, we'll keep them spare, but it's not going to get damaged falling on cardboard on the ground. Just got limited bench space here, so we'll do this for now. Just make sure that that is all centered. That looks good. That looks good. Now we can go ahead, turn that guy off, which, what does that look like, 17? Let's see. Look at that. Okay, where can I put you guys? Put you guys on this guy. Will that work? Is that gonna work? Yep, you can see. Okay, buddy. I'm gonna need to. How am I gonna hold this thing? How am I gonna hold it? I don't want to put a pry bar through here and hurt the threads unless I put a rag in there. help. Okay. Go. I got a feeling it's gonna like just pop off. At some point. It is loose now, so that's good. Okay, I don't know if my battery died or if I just didn't press record, but we have our pinion out, our flange, crown wheel we got out earlier. Now we need to stamp out this guy. We need to get that guy out. I kind of need to see what shim is behind on that pinion, so I'm gonna figure that out and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, new ring gear or crown wheel if you want to call it, is going on. I got pretty much the only thing left to do would be to press on the new bearing here and then put the shims in. I'm not too sure yet what I'm going to do with that, what size shims I'm going to put in, because I can't really afford to take it on and off multiple times. What is up? Another good morning. We are at a point now where I'm starting to get this diff removed. So I have the axles removed, both rear axles. Had to obviously loosen the suspension to get all of that out the way. Loosen the prop, took the exhaust off because that runs like here. I really don't want to take coolant lines off, so hopefully I can loosen the diff and then bring it down this way. More than enough space to do that. I know it's a tight fit in here. But yeah, I think we're almost there. Just got to loosen these four. The vent is loosened off, so that's sweet. And that just normally goes up on there. And then the new one we got to put back together. We got the bearings in the oven right now. That one's on. That one's all good and on. These ones are in the oven. Then we just got to change out these seals and then we're good to go. So yeah, gonna get that one out first and then continue putting that one back together. We're sitting in an oil change. I've drained the oil, waiting for a filter, and then yeah, pretty much good to go. And
we're gonna pop them out of the oven if you're ready.
Ready to go.
Ready to go?
Is that your wife's oven, Matt?
That's my new oven.
Hey, Rusty. Damn, dog just ignored me. Right.
Pop it on there?
Yeah. There we go. Give her a little. Sweet.
Back in business.
Heck yeah. Sweet. All right. New bearings are on. That's good. Bearings. New races. So in terms, I just really hope, because the shims for the pinion go under the bearing, so I'm just hoping I got the right shims in there. There's obviously so much to choose from, and we wanted a slightly tighter backlash than what they recommend on stock, which is 8 to 12 thou. I think we're going to aim for more around 6 to 8 thou. So yeah, I really hope we got that bang on. If not, I think we'll just sand it. These things have like this crush washer too. This huge ass crush washer that goes over here, and then the bearing that sits inside here, that crush washer sets the preload on between these two bearings. Because basically this top bearing is not a press fit, so if you don't crush wash it enough, then the bottom piece of the bearing is just going to spin, and if you do it too much, well, you're screwed. So we got this guy to help set the preload. I think it was 26 inch-pounds or 25. I'll double check. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get these seals replaced, and we can start getting that put together. Finally getting the old one removed, but I think I'm gonna finish getting this one put together. And now I've got to slip this over, but it seems like I might have to hammer this guy a little bit, but if I hammer it, then the shop's just going to push through the other side. So I got to try and hold it on the other side with something. I think that's quite... I can use the old nut to try and turn her on there. And for those wondering to yourself, is this the first time this guy's doing this? Yeah, it is. So keep judging, okay? All right, we got the new diff all set up, and I'm not too happy with the way it's running on the pinion, but I don't have time to mess around with it too much more. We're on crunch and we got to get this thing in, and I got to get the other one out still. we're on a time crunch. Also, my backlash isn't too great. I'm running on like a 4th hour backlash, which is pretty tight. And also my preload's a bit tight, but it should loosen up, I think. Unfortunately, you don't have the exact right tools here, so just trying to make do with what we got, but we managed to get her done. I'm gonna get the old diff pulled out, get the new one ready to get put in. Got all new seals and everything in this one, and then we are ready to rock and roll. So yeah, gonna get that sealed up and then get the other one out along. We got the case on the new diff, well, new, and we're about to rip the other one out. I was just thinking back on a memory. Oh, Swati, onthou jy die dag wanneer ons hierdie ding uitgehaal het by die baan, né? Onthou jy die dag? I was just saying, my brother-in-law, we were at the track one day. I thought I broke the diff, so we pulled the diff out, opened it up, and it was fine. I broke 3rd gear in the gearbox. I thought I broke the diff. I think so far it's going good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me drop this down quicker. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. There she is. Dude, so this diff has been in this car since, well, it's been in the car since 2015, since this car was made, but since I've been drifting it, 2017 is how long this diff has been in this car. Now, I did have a CDO9, so the ratio was super short on this 355, but dude, almost 10 years this diff has been abused, and she's still going strong. We just needed the 3:9 ratio. That's the only reason we're changing it. Let's get her out. Okay, we have the 391 ready to get put in here. I'm gonna try put you guys in a place that you can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to balance it on there. But I first got to get you guys a new battery before that dies. I'm learning, boys. I'm learning. How was I balancing this thing so good at? Oh, am I getting stuck on something? Oh, that's what's happening. Getting, I almost have to go. Oh shit, oh shit. That was scary. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. Why does it line up so good? Oh, where's me nuts? Where's me nut? I just don't want that thing to fall out. This is a miracle. This is a Christmas miracle. Dude, it's lined up fucking. Damn. just need to drop the back a little bit. Oh. Okay. The back one needs some work. But oh, I think that's it. Ooh, a little bit more. Oh, that's the one. Yes. This one. Which way do you need to go? Tell me. Speak to me. Oh, not that way. Oh, you need to go back up? Up? Or... When we welded this differential, obviously the splatter sometimes goes in these spline shafts here, so I did my best to clean them up. But there's still a few bits and pieces in there, which is fine. We're almost there. These things are finally coming together. I keep looking at this as if this is the camera. Damn, I'm going crazy, man. I'm going crazy. So on the old casing, this ear over here is cut off to have more clearance for the exhaust. Just realize that. So that is an issue. That is an issue. Damn, these G-force axles are freaking beefy. They're amazing. There we go. Oh, oh yeah. Okay. And repeat. Okay, so just a couple more things we have to check off in the morning, which will be fill up the diff oil and just make sure that we have topped off with enough oil. I put 8 liters in. I think I need to throw another 1.5 liters in, but it's a bit late now. I don't want to run the car. Just to circulate everything and make sure we have the right amount. And yeah, just throw diff oil in the morning and then pretty much good to go. That's the old diff. Everything, last bit of stuff is packed. And we're almost ready to get out of here and head to Conncticut. So I'll see you ladies in the morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the car is all done. And we are ready to hit the road to Conncticut. So I say a huge shout out to Matt Bystrak for letting us use his shop here in New Jersey. It's an awesome little facility he has here at his house, and it really helps us out a lot having a place out on the East Coast to work out of. Now that we have the new rear end put in, got a 3:9:1 ratio, which hopefully will be better for the car and for the tracks coming up. So yeah, I'm gonna get it all loaded in, and we'll see you guys in Conncticut. Thanks again, Matt.